Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Here we have one problem, that is d square minus d cube is equal to. In this problem we need to find the value of d. So how do we solve this problem? Let's see. Solution. So here we have given d square minus d cube is equal to. So just move this term to left side. Now it will be d square minus d cube minus 2 is equal to 0. D square minus d cube. So minus 2 we can write this minus 1 minus 1. So minus 1 which is equal minus 2 is equal to 0. So now d square minus 1. So minus. So d cube minus 1 is equal to 0. So d square minus 1. So from in these two terms we can take out minus 1 as a common. So now here we'll get d cube plus 1 is equal to 0. So now here we can write this d square minus 1 square minus, so d cube plus 1 cube is equal to 0. Now this is in a form of a square minus b square. So a square minus b square is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So here this is in a form of a cube plus b cube. A cube plus b cube. So we know this formula, a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b times a square minus ab plus b square. So use these both formulas. So here we can write, so d plus 1 times d minus 1 minus, so d plus 1 times d square minus d plus 1 is equal to 0. So now in these two terms we have common, that is d plus 1. So we are taking out d plus 1 as a common. Here we will get d minus 1 minus d square minus d plus 1 is equal to 0. So now, so d plus 1, so d minus 1, so minus d square, minus it will become positive, plus d, so minus 1 is equal to 0. So d plus 1, so here minus d square, so d plus d which is equal to 2d, and minus 1 which is equal to minus 2 is equal to 0. So now split these factors as two parts. One is d plus 1 is equal to 0, and other one is minus d square plus 2d minus 2 is equal to 0. So from this equation we'll get d is equal to minus 1. So from this equation, so here divided by minus 1 on both sides. So now it will be d square minus 2d plus 2 is equal to 0. So this is a standard form, so quadratic equation. So here we can apply quadratic formula, that is d is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So now here write the values of a, b, c. A is equal to 1 and b is equal to minus 2, c is equal to 2. So use this. So use these values here, substitute the values of a, b, c in this formula, then we'll get d value. D is equal to minus, so b value is minus 2 plus or minus square root of, so b 2 square minus 2 square minus 4, a value is 1 and c value is 2 divided by 2. So d is equal, so minus plus, it will become plus, so 2 plus or minus square root of, so 2 square which is equal to 4 minus 4 times 2, 8 divided by 2. So d is equal to 2 plus or minus square root of 4 minus 8 which is equal to minus 4 divided by 2. So d is equal to 2 plus or minus. So here we can write this square root of 4, square root of minus 1. So square root of minus 1, which is equal to I. So this is imaginary value. So here square root of 4, which is equal to 2. So 2i. It will become 2i. So in place of square root of minus 4, which is equal to 2i. So divided by 2. So t is equal. So in these two terms we have common, that is 2. So we are taking out 2 as a common. Here we will get 1 plus or minus I divided by 2. So 2 get cancelled. So here d is equal to 1 plus or minus I. So here we got d is equal to 1 plus or minus I. And we got d is equal to minus 1. So let's verify. With this value d is equal to minus 1. So the question is d square minus d cube is equal to. So now substitute the value of d in this equation. So minus 1 square minus 1 cube is equal to. So 1 square, which is equal to 1 minus. So minus 1 cube, which is equal to minus 1, is equal to 0. So 1 minus minus, it will become positive, plus 1 is equal to 0. 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2, is equal to 2. So 2 is equal to 2. So now d is equal to minus 1 is the real solution. And d is equal to 1 plus I, and d is equal to 1 minus I, d1, d2, d3. So these are complex solutions. Thank you for watching.